Good evening and a warm welcome to State of Business, our television's primetime business news bulletin. I'm Indivari Amuath. We take a look at tonight's headlines first. President says country's higher education institutes should become centers of reconciliation. And Indo-Lanka ETCA to be signed by end of this year, Prime Minister says. A look at your stories in detail now. President Maithripala Sirisena says the country's universities and vocational training institutions should become centers for reconciliation. The president said this at an event in Kilinochchi today. The German Tech Training Institute, built in Kilinochchi with funding from the German government, was declared open by President Maithripala Sirisena.
හැම කෙනෙක්ම පිළිගන්න ඕනේ මේ රටේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න මොනවද කියලා හිතන්න. මේ රටේ ජාතික සමගිය ඇති කරන්න සෑම කෙනෙක්ම කැප වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ රටේ උතුරේ ජනතාවට ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවායි කියන එක පිළිගන්න ඕනේ. අලුත් ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාව අපි හදාගෙන යනකොට ඊටාත්ම අසත්‍ය බොරු ප්‍රචාරය පිළිබඳව ප්‍රචාරය කරනවා. අපි අලුත් ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවක් හදන්නේ රට බෙදන්න කඩන්න නෙවෙයි. මේ රට එකට තියාගෙන සියලු දෙනා සමගියෙන් මේ රට ගොඩනගන්න සියලු ජාතීන් අතරේ සමගිය ගොඩනගන්න අලුත් ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවක් හදන්න.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says the Indo-Lanka Free Trade Agreement will be further expanded beyond trading of goods to cover trade in services, investments and technology cooperation. Addressing the South Asian Diaspora Convention in Singapore, he said the proposed economic and technology cooperation agreement will also remove all barriers to trade.
The India-Sri Lanka FTA between the two countries will be further expanded and deepened to go beyond trading in goods to cover trade in services, investments and technology cooperation. The proposed ETCA will also remove all barriers to trade. We expect the ETCA to be signed by the end of the year. The complementary economic developments in South India and Sri Lanka will be enhanced by the ETCA, which will provide an impetus to the existing synergies. As you are aware, South India is home to 6 key ports in India. The ETCA will provide the opportunity to strengthen cooperation between the two port systems. So that will be 9 ports finally, 6 in India, 3 in Sri Lanka, paving the way for an integrated port system between the two countries. With the proximate location of industrial zones and logistics and financial services, along with the strategic maritime corridor, Sri Lanka and South India provide attractive investment opportunities for a range of activities in industry, information technology, logistics and tourism.
Meanwhile, Sri Lanka and Singapore today officially launched negotiations for a free trade agreement. Minister of Development Strategies and International Trade Malik Samaravikrama and his counterpart, Singaporean Minister for Trade and Industry S. Iswaran, signed a joint statement to officially launch negotiations. The agreement was signed in the presence of Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and Singaporean Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. Singapore's Minister for Trade and Industry S. Iswaran said that the launch of Sri Lanka-Singapore Free Trade Agreement negotiations signal the commitment of both governments to promote stronger economic ties and enhance trade flows. Caught amidst an uncertain economic situation and environment, Sri Lanka offers good potential for Singaporean companies looking to tap opportunities in new markets, unquote, Iswaran said. A look at your stories after this break, coming up soon. Welcome back. Sri Lanka has secured $38.1 million from Green Climate Fund of the UN to strengthen the resilience of smallholder farmers in the dry zone. Sri Lanka has received the funds for its proposal titled Strengthening the Resilience of Smallholder Farmers in the Dry Zone to Climate Variability and Extreme Events in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's proposal, prepared by the Ministry of Mahaweli Development and Environment with the assistance of the United Nations Development Programme, will enable the government to implement integrated solutions to water management. The project aims to achieve higher levels of food, livelihood and water security for communities in the dry zone of Sri Lanka. Under this project, which will be implemented from 2017 to 2024, UNDP will work with a number of government institutions to support the government of Sri Lanka to deliver the project and measure its impacts. The Socialist Alliance says the issues of value-added tax has now become a political matter in Sri Lanka. Addressing media in Colombo, former Minister Dew Gunasekara said that this is a depiction of the government's failure in managing the economy.
වැට් අර්බුදය දැන් දේශපාලන අර්බුදයක් කරා ගමන් කරනවා. දැන් අයවැය සම්පාදනය කරලා අයවැය පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ සම්මත කරේ 2015 නොවැම්බර් මාසේ. මේ මාසෙ වෙනකොට හරියට මාස 9යි. මාස 9ක් ගෙයින් තාම අයවැය ක්‍රියාත්මක කරගන්න බැරුව ආණ්ඩුව දඟලනවා. බදු ප්‍රතිපත්තිය පිළිබඳ ගැටලු ගොඩක්. සංශෝධනය කරනවා, ආයත් සංශෝධනය කරනවා. මේක කොහෙන් කෙලවෙරදීලා කාටවත් කියන්න පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ.
We have Stock Watch coming up next after this break. Welcome back. Market opened the week negative, trading on thin volumes with shares losing ground as investors cashed in on profits. The All Share Price Index dipped 6.88 to close at 6,415 or rather 15.81, while the S&P SL20 index dipped 4.46 to close trading at 3,411.84. Turnover for the day amounted to 357.9 million rupees, with 29 million rupees or rather 29 million shares trading hands. The top contributors to turnover were John Keells Holdings with 125 million rupees, Ceylon Bank 38 million rupees and John Keells Holdings Warrant 23 contributing 29.5 million rupees to turnover. Foreign investors were net buyers for the day on John Keells Holdings. Foreign inflows amounted to around 160 million rupees, while foreign outflows totaled 26 million rupees. Here's a look at today's foreign currency rates. That's all from the newsroom for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time. Good night.